Yo, what up? It's Pika calling in from Singapore. It is Thursday night. I am so excited because today was a public holiday. Baby girl came to work with me. Tomorrow is also a public holiday. Well, today wasn't really the public holiday. Today was Teachers' Day, so most schools were closed out for that. And tomorrow is the public holiday. It's Hari Raya Haji, which kicks off a whole week of school holidays for primary school. Um, so yeah, tomorrow I'm off. She's off. We get to chill in the house for a little bit. Okay, maybe not chill. I got some stuff to do. Excuse me. Um, yeah, about that yawn. Y'all, I have been tired out of my mind lately, but I'm still going and going like the Energizer battery somehow. Um, as you may have gathered in the last several episodes, in the last 40 episodes, because that'd be the next episode. Tomorrow's episode would be number 40, y'all. Can you imagine? Anyway, so in the last 39 episodes, I have posted at random times in the evening. Sometimes it's past midnight, sometimes it's just before midnight, sometimes it's decently around 9, 10 o'clock, something like that. But as I am on this journey, I am meeting new people, I'm catching up with people, I'm creating clients, I'm creating a fan base, so to speak, and I feel like I'm pulled in all directions all the time. I think I did one of my blog posts on actually burning the candle at both ends, and I feel like I'm right where I need to be. I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing. I'm in front of the right people at the right time. It seems like I'm on all the time. And as much as that is exciting and stuff, it's actually quite exhausting as well. So, yes, as you may have noticed, a lot of times I am yawning because I'm a little tired. But that isn't to say I'm not going to keep on, hustling through this stuff. One of my boys, Hop, he and I went to college together. He's got a clothing company. Shout out to Hop over in Hampton. He is doing a damn thing with his clothing line. It's called GUYD, Guide, but it stands for Grind Until You Die. And definitely trying to get one of those t-shirts and rep it out here in Singapore. But until then, I'm shouting you out. So everybody head on over to GUYD. Check out his clothing line. It's actually really cool. There's a cog design, and it's very cool. I really enjoy his work, and he's quite amazing. I think he's actually so talented. He draws very well. He's also a tattoo artist, and then he's got this clothing line going on. So I'm really proud of him. He's doing it big, and hopefully I will be right there with him soon, doing my own thing. So like I said, shout out to Thomas Hobson out there in Hampton. Killing it with his business, his side hustle. So hopefully that becomes the main job here in a little bit, and I can say, you know what, I knew him back when. On another note, I want to talk to you about timing. So like I mentioned, as much as I'm pulled in opposite directions, as much as I'm like running around like a chicken with my head cut off, posting here, blogging that, doing audios, now this new job and everything, I gotta say, it's easy to want to quit, but I know, only I know what kind of momentum I got going on. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. And I don't want to lose that momentum. I really want to I want to take advantage of the momentum I have going. First of all, for those of you who know me, I have started trouble. I have procrastination problems. I will give you every excuse under the sun for why I shouldn't do it. But right now, I'm in a space where, well, why not? Why not go for it? Well, what's the worst that could happen? At least I won't be sitting on the couch doing the same thing I was last year. I'm doing something different. So, timing is everything. I feel like with all the actions that I put in behind my business, behind building everything that I'm trying to build, that slowly but surely the right options and the right opportunities keep popping up. Um, Good grief, today's really bad, y'all. um, yeah, so I feel like this job was a very timely opportunity for me. Even with the pay cut, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's still a very great opportunity because I get to learn from the best. I get to put it into practice, like real live experimentation on what I'm learning, and then use it in my own business if it really works. I feel like leaving IQ Kids was probably the best thing for me because the environment there was not suitable for the person I am and the person I need to become to get my business to where it needs to be. So that departure right there was probably the best thing for me. I think it was divine timing to have my mom here for 2 months while I went through all of these things, and then upgrade the house and kind of leave me in a better situation to be able to take care of stuff. Um, so that was quite amazing. It was really nice to bond with my mom again. I really do enjoy putting together cabinets and stuff for her and redesigning. Like, I like the idea of designing stuff. So if I ever get my own house, you know for sure I'm gonna just put in the work and try and squeeze out every possible piece of space in there and make it the best, most efficient possible. What else? Yeah, so this music opportunity and stuff with me working with Vishandanat in Colombo, it's been an amazing opportunity, amazing journey so far because I'm learning a lot more about music as well. I'm learning a lot more about Tamil, which I think I feel I need in my life because the place that I want to be eventually is going to take a different level of Tamil from me. And I am so used to using English for everything that my Tamil kind of suffers. So he's forcing me to speak in Tamil to him all the time. It's really great. I appreciate you pushing me like that. So that's really amazing. On another note, with Crown for Success, I feel like it's been perfect timing with me and them as well because we have the new class coming in right now. So I get to hang out with, get to know new people, and then also mentor a little bit for those new people. I'm sorry, I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. I don't know what's going on. But I'm just yawning up a ton. So yeah, so the RVP program, I'm actually really excited to get to know all these young women and mentor them a little bit and kind of reevaluate where I am and the things that I had to go through to get to where I am as they're going through it right now. So it's kind of like a reminder phase for me, which is amazing. But along with that come a lot of opportunities that Crown for Success is opening up for me as well. So I mentioned there may be a show coming up, there's blogs coming up, there's Periscope already out there. There is so much opportunity, and right now I feel like I'm in the right place at the right time with the right mindset because everything is lining up, y'all. So, with my business, I originally tried or attempted to build something where I could throw out, a piece of, I don't know what, infopreneurial something and then make money off of it. And then I realized, you know what, I'm dreaming. That's not the way it's going to work. And while I might sell it, it wouldn't be sustainable. So that's not the right thing to do for me. So I changed gears. But at the same token, I realize now with this new job and this pay cut, I'm going to have to up my game with my own business so I can make up the difference and eventually start pushing to replace the income that I'm getting, at this 9 to 5. So by December, you guys, I want to be able to make $2,500 a month with my business on top of the actual business that I'm making, I'm working in right now. And I don't think that's too far of a stretch because let's face it, tomorrow is September 1st. So that means I have all of September, all of October, all of November, and then December. That's 4 months. I have 1 quarter and a month to get this business to a point, to scale it to a point where I'm making $2,500 a month. And I mean, seriously, that's not that much. I know people who are making like tens of thousands a month. Okay. So I'm not trying to be greedy. I'm not saying, yes, I want it all the money right now. I'm saying bit by bit, I'm pushing myself bit by bit. If I can get to 3-4 grand by December, fucking great. I'd be so proud of myself. But in the meantime, I got to start somewhere. So obviously it'll be something like $100 a week. And then if I can do it once, I got to do it twice. And if I can do it twice, then I'll double it and then start again. $200 a week. And if I can do that once, I'm going to do it again. And then if I can do it the second time, I'm going to double it again, $400. So that's the way I want to grow. I think that's the smartest way to grow. It's not pushing it too far, and it's going to make sure that I am sustainable somehow. So I think with the amount of time I've allotted and the way I'm approaching my business, I'll have enough content and you'll have enough transparency on who I am to be able to ask for what you need. And hopefully I'll be able to deliver some kind of help for you guys. Okay? So that is the plan. And like I said, timing is everything. All these people are showing up in my life right when I need them. All these people. I've got, Vanessa out in Canada. I've got me out in China. I have Jihan who's coming online shortly. She's somewhere in the States. I think she's in the Midwest somewhere. I got to double check and make sure I'm not like lying to myself. I have another young lady who's coming online, hopefully, Jarrell, who's reaching out to me, and I am super inspired by her because she is a fighter, y'all. She's battling fibromyalgia, and that's nothing small. And the fact that she's still out here trying to do the damn thing and get her stuff together is pretty damn amazing. Another young lady who inspires me is Jane. Jane out in the UK. She is the mother of a young autistic child, and she is still hustling. She's trying to make sure that everyone is taken care of, and she's actually taking care of herself, which is more than I can say for me. So I'm actually quite inspired by her. She's very, very sweet, and this energy that exudes from her is just contagious. I love it. So there are so many people around me. Like I said, Rishan is actually pushing me to speak more Tamil, to get back in touch with my roots, which is what I want, because eventually this brand that I am building is actually for my country, for Sri Lankan Tamils, and I'm hoping that, you know, we can raise the bar on what we're known for. That's what I want. I don't want us to be just Panankotes. I want us to be actually, you know, a force to be reckoned with. People that believe in a certain system, a certain way of living. So that's what I'm trying to build anyway. And it's not just for Sri Lankan Tamils, obviously. It's for anyone who feels the same way I do about life and the way we should be around each other, how we should lift each other up and support each other. So that's the plan at the moment, you guys. And like I said, everything happens for a reason. Trust the timing. If it's not happening right now, obviously there's something in the way, and you have to be patient for that obstacle to either remove itself or kind of dissipate on its own or whatever, so that you can keep moving forward. I feel like I get impatient so quickly. Like I get used to a certain way that things start to feel, and then when any deviation comes along, I tend to get really irritated and short-sighted and lose focus on what it is that I need to accomplish. Like honestly, I can't be up until 3, 4 in the morning talking to people every day. I'm going to die at some point. So I need to have some of those days where no one wants to talk to me, or some of those days when someone's MIA, or, you know, whatever it is, so that I actually get a chance to recoup a little bit and then be ready for the next time that those people need me. But I've got to say, I'm so inspired and so on fire for what I have going on right now that I can't wait for the next phase. I'm very excited, and as these developments pop up, as these opportunities come up, I'm in a point in my life where I'm like, if someone asks me, hey, I have this opportunity, are you interested? And before I can say no, before my brain can think about, oh yeah, you know, this is not going to work, you can't do this, you're not smart enough, blah blah blah, before that whole reel starts playing, I've gotten in the habit of saying, yeah, you know what, I'm in, just count me in. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm going to do it. So it's worked for me so far. I was just talking to Vanessa about this. It's worked for me so far. Why not keep it up? So right now, I had another opportunity presented to me to make some money, and some decent money, in about 3 weeks. And considering the shortage in cash flow at the moment, I'm like, hell yeah. Not you know, saying that I know anything about what the opportunity entails, but damn it, I'm gonna learn, and I'm gonna try. I mean, if there's an opportunity to make a little more money, why not, right? So I'm just going to go for it. So far, it's helped me. It's made me grow. I just said yes to Periscope, like, 4 months ago maybe, and look at me now. It's like clockwork every Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern, and I'm on live for y'all to ask questions, connect with, or whatever, and it seems to be working. If I hadn't done the Periscopes, I wouldn't have had the courage to go ahead and do the Facebook audio live. And I feel like that's going pretty well. And as much as it seems to be a huge commitment because it is daily, I don't prep for it as much as you would think. It does take me a minute to kind of figure out, okay, well, what was the overall theme for today? What was it that popped up in conversations a lot today? What was it that resonated most today? And that's actually what I end up talking about. And so far, it's served me well. And that means that I won't have duplicate, subjects that I talk about going forward, because every day will be different. And even if I end up having, 2 episodes with the same name, it wouldn't necessarily be the same ideal, the same content, so to speak, because obviously you have the same lessons learned, but depending on what you're going through at that moment versus what you went through in the past, it would be different. So I think I've got it going on. I think I've got things in such a place where I can, start, what is that word? Scaffolding on top of what I have to make it bigger than it already is. So I'm excited. I'm super excited. I trust the timing. God, you hear me, right? I am grateful for everything that I have. Excuse me. With the exception of that cough, I am grateful for everything. I'm grateful for the people that are around me, for my inner circle to keep growing, for the people who support me, who push me forward, who keep telling me that, you can do this, you can't stop, you need to be continuing on this journey, you are an inspiration, you do have value to offer. All those people out there, I really, really appreciate you. And if it wasn't for me putting the action first, I would never have found you people. You would never have had anything to actually, resonate with. So I trust the timing. I really do, God. I trust you and I trust the timing. You have not failed me yet. I have survived 100% of everything that I've ever lived through because of timing. So, with that being said, I think I need to go rest my bones a little bit and get ready for the next day, because tomorrow I got a ton of stuff to do before I go back to work on Saturday. I think I mentioned to you before. So yeah, I have split days off. I'm off on Mondays and Fridays. And as strange as that sounds, I'm actually quite glad, because I get two weekdays that I can go off and do whatever errands I need to, because the banks will be open when I'm off, and I can get a lot done with baby girl at the house once I put my mind to it. This is where the procrastination kicks in. But I'm actually really glad that I do all these things and I push myself anyway. I think that if I had been married at this point in my life while I was trying to build a business, I would probably put this on the back burner more often than not, mostly because I need to make sure that my family is okay. So I'm really grateful that I'm single at the moment, that I'm roughing it. The hustle, I've told you a million times, is not pretty, and it's not meant to be. It's supposed to be grimy and full of blood, sweat, and tears and bloody knuckles and grime. So I'm actually really grateful. If there were any changes along the way, I'd be someone different. I'd be somewhere else. I wouldn't be doing this right now. And I feel like everything finally came together for me. As much as I've struggled this year alone, I mean, to be quite frank, I don't eat the way I should, mostly because I don't know if I can afford to replenish what I have in my house afterwards. So yeah, I'm struggling, y'all. But I'm okay with that, because these are the days that push me to make sure that I never have these days again. This is where that fire is built. This is where that hunger is built. If you don't know what it's like to scrounge around the cupboards and try and figure out how to make stuff because you don't want to buy it, honey, you don't know what struggle is then. You don't know what it's like to really, really push to be. So, the timing is everything. I've been pushing and fighting since I was 16 years old. I've been making my own money since I was 16. I've stopped asking my mom for help back when I was 16. I do ask for help every now and again. I mean, right now, because I was short a couple times, I had to ask her for help. But that doesn't mean that I don't pay all that stuff back. I do. I make sure that we're square every time, because I don't like borrowing money. I don't like asking for help. But I also know that if I don't, sometimes my baby girl is gonna suffer, and I can't let that happen. I can't let her suffer. So timing is everything. It really is. And I really appreciate every one of you out there. So y'all go ahead and get some work done. I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep, and I will catch y'all tomorrow. Thanks so much.